Oh, yeah, make it work, right? All right, let's do it. Start with this one. Let's close this up. Look at this book. Let's put this in. Don't need that either. We get a little bit closer. A little too far away. Oh, this chair never moves. Oh, there it goes. Okay, there we go. A little better. It's called My Native Warrior. She wears her heart right on her sleeve. The only way she knows how to be high. She keeps her feet hard on the ground. When you fly too high, they all shoot you down. She knew her love would rescue me from all my pain and misery. She's my lady, she's my princess, she's my queen. She means everything to me. A fierce defender of our chosen family. My native warrior. She means everything. She means everything to me. She got kindness in her heart. Nah, there's not a mean bum from the start. And I sure love her as the wind blows free across the desert, chasing the tumbleweed. She's my lady, she's my princess, she's my queen. That's all these people are gonna went, shit. She means everything to me. A fierce defender of our friends and family. My native warrior. She means everything. She means everything to me. I lost my way, I lost my soul, I lost my pride. I'm a lonesome cowboy, always looking for a fight. Her heart of gold got me through my darkest nights, and she taught me a better way to live life right. American blood runs through her veins. She don't preach her tribe, but they know her name. She don't want glory, she don't need fame. Keep it simple, keep it plain. She's my lady, she's my princess, she's my queen. She means everything to me. A fierce defender of our chosen family. My native warrior. She means everything. She means everything to me. Everything to me. She means everything to me. My princess and my queen. My lady, my native warrior. She means everything to me. I did write this song for my wife, yes. And she is part Potawatomi, has a card-carrying member of the Potawatomi Nation, so she is my native warrior. Yes, absolutely. Thank you. She loved it. She cried when I played it, and I cried when I played it the first time for her. So it was really sweet. Um, and I love playing it. I really do. It's new, but it's my favorite song. This one's a little different. This is called Living in Denial. You can rule the world all by yourself. You can run away, go love someone else. You can rise above the worst part of your day. You can swim across the ocean, no one's in your way. Tear my heart out, I don't give a damn. No matter what you do, I'll always, always understand. Never mind now, I don't need to see your smile. I've been looking right inside you, and I've been living in denial. Living in denial, in denial. You can crash and burn everything we make. You can steal an airplane and go fly it into the lake. You can rise above your earthly despair. Why don't you lend a hand, feed the poor, show us all how much you care. Never mind now, I don't need your smile. I've been looking right inside you, and I've been living in denial. Living in denial, in denial, in denial. And there's a land of wealth I desire, full of our love, all our passion and fire. It's a dream and I believe in. Why don't you believe it? One day you'll need it, one day you'll scream for it, one day you'll bleed for it. We are where we are supposed to be in our fantasy land, darling. We are where we're meant to be in this moment, this magical wonderland. Or is it madness? Is it madness? Is it madness? Is it madness? You can clean your room or leave it a mess. You can do your worst to try to do your best. You can rule the world all by yourself. I won't help if you ask me, I'll hold your hand, but nothing else, nothing else, no, nothing else. Tear my heart out, I don't give a damn. No matter what you do, I'll always be your man. Yeah, never mind now, I don't even need to see your smile. I've been looking right inside you. I've been living right inside you, and I'm living in denial. In denial, in denial. I'm glad you like that song. Yes, I'm on Spotify. Yes, I'm on Amazon. Yes, I'm on Apple Music. And so is that song. And yes, I'm on SoundCloud, where I distribute from. And a few others too. RickFisherMusic.com. You can probably download it for free. Let's do do a different song. Let's try this. This is called Your Jagged Line. When your daydream is over, when the darker night prevails, I will hold you even closer. When the train goes off the rails, do you know who to believe in? When you feel the darkness closing in, take all the air that you can breathe in, till there's no air left to give, till there's no breath left to live, to live, to live. Feel the magic in the sky, feel the warm embracing light, hold that starlight in your eyes, and walk along your jagged line. When the nightmare is over, when the final curtain falls, will you stand there and remember how you stood tall, how you stood tall? 'Cause they will tell you can't win. They will tell you just give in. They will tell you it's a sin, just give in, you'll never win. No, you'll never win. Reach for something you can touch. Dreams like that were never meant for us, no. They will tell you just give up, don't look up, just give up. Don't you ever give up. Don't you ever give up. They will tell you can't fly that high. No one flies that high, ever survives, but you'll survive. They will tell you it's all a lie. Don't ever try, don't ever try. But you know you gotta try. You know you gotta try. You know you gotta try. Feel the magic in the sky. Feel the warm embracing light. Hold that starlight in your eyes, and walk along your jagged line. Hold that starlight in your eyes, and walk along your jagged line, your jagged line. That's called Your Jagged Line. I'm going to play a song on another guitar for you guys, because I played it tonight at an open mic, and I played at the US Open mic in Ridgecrest. It's every other Friday night. I need to go in and do 3 songs, and this song I wrote about 6 months ago after a dear friend of ours passed away. Sorry, I'm out of the picture. Sorry. And his wife is bestie with my wife since all the way back to like junior high school or something, and even that close. And after the funeral, she came here. Her husband had a massive coronary, passed away instantly, pretty much, middle of the night. Um, he was recovering from a motorcycle accident at the time. Compound fractures to his leg, and he was recovering, and this happened. So after the funeral, she came to our house, and she stayed for about a week. And I always felt like detached from it because I wasn't at the funeral because I stayed home with the dogs. And I don't know. I knew her, I knew him, but then I watched her go through so many deep emotions on the loss of her husband, who she really truly loved. And when I sat down to write a new song, this is the song that came out, and all of her emotions came out through me in this song. It's called "The Passing." The Passing. Here we go. Who am I without you? Who am I without you? You've turned my world to blue, and I can't just stop loving you. Now you're in the kingdom come, far beyond our setting sun, high above every single star. How do I love you from so far? The ground is still beneath my feet. Our final kiss still tastes so sweet. The winter snow is falling down. My frozen tears are all I've found. Where am I without you? Where am I without you? All the places we planned to go, all the love and laughter we'll never know. Oh, these chains are bonding me. This deep dark fog is blinding me. I don't know who I'll ever be without you next to me. And everything that we shared, and every dream that we dared, they've all vanished into the air. Yet they're still everywhere. They're everywhere. Now that you're gone, now that you're gone, now that you're gone. That's The Passing. No, I'm on this guitar. This guitar even plugged in? I guess it is. Okay. I wrote this other song for my wife. I've written like 15 songs for my wife, so it's a funny thing. But the story is that is very sad. I know, and it's hard to do. But I'm gonna pick up the mood here. So I met my wife online. I was separated from my first wife, and I had custody of the two kids. And I was a dad every day and night. And we lived sparsely. I mean, hamburger helper, tomato, and grilled cheese. And both my kids were vegetarian, so it made it interesting. But I met her online, and she came to visit us 13 times in 1 year from Texas. Drove up, flew up. She was going to school, and in between classes and breaks and stuff, she came. And one time she was there, and my son came home from work, and he was with his girlfriend. He had a book about Chinese horoscopes, and he said, "Let's look up and see who we are in the Chinese horoscopes." So we did, and I don't remember what he was. I was fire rooster. She so you're the rooster, sign of the fire. She was water rabbit, sign. You're the rabbit, sign of the water, and my daughter was the steel horse, and it all fit us perfectly. So my daughter then said, "So you're a water bunny," and that was a nickname. I mean, first time she came back in the airport, she flew back in. We waited at the airport. My daughter made a sign. She was 14 at the time. She made a sign that says it usually has people's names on it, and it said "water bunny" with a big drawing of a blue bunny with a puddle of water. So that became like our her nickname, Water Bunny. And so I wrote this song for her. I didn't think I need you to like me. If I wrote a song just for you, like New Yorkers who raft down the Delaware River, there ain't much more fun that I can't do. And I thought one song would be good enough, but I'd run out of new words that I'd have to use. If I wrote another sweet love song to you, I'd probably run out of tunes. But we have a language, that's all I wrote. A look in your eye, a touch on my thigh means something is wrong and we need to move along right now. Yeah, girl, I know it means it's time to go home. And we have a secret they all wanna know. Love does not grow by itself all alone. The slightest of smiles, almost like laughter, and I'm in on your joke. Yeah, you're my Mad Hatter, and we don't say a word when we're on the same page. We take what will come, we don't burn the sage. We make it our own. Oh, that was funny. That's right. A comfy two-seater, we never yell fire. In our own private theater, and I love your bestie because she loves you. And I love your daddy because you are true. You are true all the way through, and all the way through. That's how I love you. And I loved your brother. He's gone, he's free. He was a better man than he thought he could be. And his kids, they'll be greater than both you and me. And I love him for life. Thanks for bringing that to me. And I loved your mother, though with you she was wrong. And you love my family, though they can be a bit strong. We both love our kids. We raised them from their tweens. Now they're grown-ass adults, living all three of their dreams. But nothing lasts forever, my friend. Life will be over one day, it just ends. And sooner than later, when one of us passes and one of us cries, tears fill our glasses, and one of us is dancing on clouds in the sky, waiting with the light of God's love in our lives. Just like on earth, when we exchanged glances and said, oh, what the heck, we might as well take a few more chances with you. You're a rabbit, all covered in water from stomping and splashing me. You're a rooster, all fire and spark, like Walmart and farts, perfectly placed at the end of each aisle. You can call me Muffy, I don't mind at all. that steel horse kid? Well, there's something she already knew. Water bunny is our love name for you. You know it's true. Water bunny, that's our love name for you. So you can stomp your feet all you want till your bunny fur turns blue. Water bunny is our love name for this is the water bunny song. You feel love when you all sing along. This is the water bunny song. You feel love when you all sing along. This is the song that doesn't end. It just goes on and on, my friends. This is the water bunny song. We all sing along. We all sing along. We all sing along to the water bunny song. I messed it up. That's right. Water bunny song. Water bunny. Yeah, it's the water bunny song. And it tells like our whole story. It really does. I like the letter. Thank you. It's really cool. Yes. Fire, fire. Oh, I hear my dog. Oh, here we go. She's going to scratch at the door. Because she obviously went out and she wants me. She's 14. Her name's Tashi. And I have to put her on the bed because she can't climb up anymore. But so she get down and she goes, and then she comes back and she scratches on my door and says, "Come on, Dad." But, you're a what? A metal pig. Metal. Ooh, metal is great. Metal's awesome. And a pig, that's cool. Is that who you are then? Now you have to check it out, read what those characteristics are and see if that's who you are. You're the metal pig. Elizabeth's in Texas. She's a metal pig. She's tough and she fights. She can dance a jig. So that's the Water Bunny song. I have a couple songs on this that are kind of fun that I like to play. And I think for a minute, I like the merry-go-round is fun. I played it a lot though. I'm kind of tired of playing it, but think of something here. Here's a song I wrote called Without Love. I know why you feel this way. Every day looks the same as the day when I ran away. As a matter of fact, what a strange day was that. Did you see how fast I ran back to you? When it's all over the place, and I can see it in your face. You can't fool me anyway. You can't fool me anyway. Love is such a hard hill to climb. I would not be nearer to your life without love. Without love. Would the stars stay in the sky? Would the moon run away from the sun? What would you say without love? If there's not love, how could the world go round and round? How could this life we found feel so right? Is that's not love. With the stars name one by one. There it is. There it is. Wait, listen. Can you hear that? Hang on a second. Hang on a second. I gotta take care of the dog. I'll be back in a minute or less. She's gonna keep scratching it, so maybe she'll come in and lay down. I don't know. We'll see. Hang on a second. I hear you, buddy. I hear you. I know. Life is hard, and Daddy doesn't move fast enough. I know. It sucks. It just sucks, doesn't it? Hang on, I gotta get the guitar case out of the way of the door. I know you're right there. I can hear you. You don't have to keep scratching. Okay, wait. What's going on? What do you want? You coming in? You coming in and lay down? Come on in. Come on in. No, what? You want me to take you back to bed? 1 minute. Okay, that's done. Okay. We're gonna switch guitars now. I'm gonna switch to a different guitar. I wanna play something else. Okay. I'm back. Anybody? Oh, your eyes are still here. Thanks. Thanks for hanging out. Okay. I'm gonna switch guitars. I'm gonna play Without Love. That's another sad song, and I wanna do another sad song right now. I'm gonna do some other stuff. Okay. You're done. Come here, Martin. My guitars all have names. You guys should know this. So I have a Godin guitar. It's made by Godin, and they're out of Canada. Currently hated by our president. Canada. He's ruined about every relationship that we've ever had with any of our allies. But such is life. This too shall pass, right? I love Canada. Been there a few times. Beautiful place. Metal Pig. Let's see. Detail-oriented and financially responsible. Is that you? That sounds like you. That's cool. Cool. All right. People are leaving because I took too long. I can't help it. Just tune this real quick because it's got things out. It's way out. That's good. That's good. That's good. That's good, kinda. Okay, that's good. Good enough. Yeah, it's you? It's cool. I'm surprised how being a fire rooster is like so me. And of course, I'm an Aries, and I was born into the fire sign for Aries too. So this is called heaven. So I'm trying to tell, instead of just like playing a song and playing a song and playing a song, I want to talk more about what each song is really about, because each song has a meaning for me and it may have a different meaning for you, because it affects everyone gets out of a song something that relates to them in their life. But for my life, I was in my first marriage. I was in a dark place. I was unhappy. She was unhappy. It wasn't a good relationship. I wasn't a good husband. There was just a lot of bad all around. And one night I was a place where I shouldn't have been, and I had a moment, and God spoke to me in my mind, and He was not kind, and He said things like, "I'm just gonna take you because you're just not living a good life," and He said, "I'll just." And I said, "Well, I'll be very careful going home so that you don't take me." He goes, "I'll drop a tree on your car." And I was like, "Okay, I'll be careful not to avoid the tree." And he goes, "I'll have a drunk driver hit you. I'll have a deer jump out in front of you. I'll have a bear hit your car. Um, I'll have the road wash away under you. I'll have a bridge collapse." Everything I said, he had an answer for. That it was like a million ways, a million ways to die in New York City is the saying. And so I was upset and I prayed to Jesus, and Jesus came, and this song is really His words through me, and this is what Jesus said to me. And I'm not super. I don't go to church every Sunday. I'm not super religious, but I am spiritual. I do believe Jesus Christ is my Savior, and I wear His cross. Okay, so, and really, this is when I was an acolyte when I was a kid, and confirmation and all that. I went through all that in the Lutheran church, but this is when God spoke to me through Jesus. Heaven. You can drive me down the road to all your empty places. The light of my love will be there. You can drag me down to the darkest depths of your despair. The light of my love will shine there. I will wrap you around my finger and never let you go. Hold you in my arms, let all the feelings show. You're everything I ever needed. You're all I need to know. All I need to know. And if it feels like heaven, if it feels like heaven, if it feels like heaven, then heaven never leaves you alone. You can drive me down through the deepest tunnel in your soul. The light of my love will shine through. And you can tear me down till I'm worthless to be known. The light of my love falls on you. I would wrap you around my finger and never let you go. Hold you in my arms, let all the feelings show. You're everything I ever needed. You're all I need to know. All I need to know. If that feels like heaven, if that feels like heaven, if that feels like heaven, then heaven never leaves you alone. You can pull me to the underground, tell me not to make a sound. The light of my love will be there. You can tell me that I'll never find all the blackness in your mind. The light of my love shines right there. I will wrap you around my finger and never let you go. Hold you in my arms. Oh, all my feelings flow. You're everything I ever needed. You're all I need to know. And if it feels like heaven, if it feels like heaven, if it feels like heaven, then heaven never leaves you alone. Heaven never leaves you alone. Heaven never leaves you alone. No, 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 no. that's called heaven. And that was, in my view, my way I feel, that was Jesus Christ speaking through me. And I think he does on every song in some ways. This is called Hill of Dreams. Oh, I love that. I love that. That's wonderful. I always think of it as the passage where he says there's only one set of footprints because I'm carrying you, and I always was like, that was one of my favorite lines. And I don't know where that's from in the Bible, but I don't remember. I did. I don't remember it now, but I've always loved that, and that's really, yeah. I think I wrapped you around my finger, and I've engraved you on the palm of my hand. It is really the same thing. Yeah. Thank you for that. That actually puts it into perspective for me in a more solid way, and I appreciate that. See, everybody brings something to a song the way it hits them. Footprints in the sand, yeah. I'll wrap you around the finger, never let you go. Hold you in my arms, never, let all those feelings flow. You're everything I needed. You're all I need to know. And if that feels like heaven, then heaven never leaves you alone. That just to me is, that's just Christ in my heart. About 4.5 years ago, my father passed away. He was 96, I think. We didn't have a great relationship as kids. He was a phys ed teacher and a health teacher. He was very strict. And there were 4 boys, and we were rowdy, and he didn't like that. And Mom used that a lot to, wait till your father gets home. And back there in the 60s and 70s, corporal punishment was part of the deal. And so I rebelled for a long time against him, and it wasn't until later years that I really, that we really found our relationship, and because he was a teacher, and in the summer he was a lifeguard at swimming pools. He was a manager of swimming pools, like private swim clubs. And then, we all grew up ending up being lifeguards and swimming on swim teams because there were swim teams at the pools, and we were allowed to go to the pool because he was the manager. So, but anyway, I grew up every summer at, this swim club called Twin Silo, and made a lot of really good friends there. And our swim team got really good, and we all really loved winning. And he was the coach. But having your dad as the coach is not easy either. But I look back with such fond memories of what he brought into our life. And but even when he retired, he put in an in-ground pool behind his house, and when all his little grandkids and great grandkids would come in and swim in the pool, he would sit in a chair by the pool like a lifeguard, and he would watch everybody and make sure there was no roughhousing. And he needed was his whistle, and maybe he even had it a couple times, but he always was at the watch. So that's in the song. So I'm going to play this for you. It's called Hill of Dreams. I found the hill of dreams where I can see the river of our lives. I know you're there, you see. You're always by the water, ready at the watch. We could live forever, you'd say, wouldn't that be something clever? If we could live forever, you'd complain a lot more about the weather. But I'd remember how life used to be. Hey Dad, I need a moment of your time. I want to write this song about you, and only about you. You taught me right from wrong. You taught me how to tie my shoes. Yeah, you made me use the mirror. I was a lefty. If we could live forever, you used to say, wouldn't that be something clever? If we could live forever, and love would turn to dust, and I can't have that between us. So even though you're gone, I'll love you like I used to. I'll love you like I used to. Even though you're gone, I love you like I used to. I love you like you were used to. Even though you're gone, even though you're gone, even though you're gone. A man of fewer words, a man of pride and courage. That's you, sir. Only one time did you show me fear, when you thought that you might lose her. And I get that now, I really do. If we could live forever, you'd say, wouldn't that be bitchin' clever? Alright, you wouldn't say it like that. If we could live forever, I just might pull back the lever and bring back how life used to be, how life used to be. 'Cause even though you're gone, I love you like I used to. I love you like you used to. Even though you're gone, I love you like I used to. I love you like you used to. Even though you're gone, even though you're gone, even though you're gone, even though you're gone, even though you're gone. Sorry, that's always a tough one. Sometimes it gets me, sometimes it doesn't. Oh, it's like it's like a hole that it's like a hole that you never fill. That's all. You just live with it. He lived a good life. He was a good man. He was an honest man. He cared about the kids he taught. He was a great coach. Well, I hated him for it, but great coach. And he was a good man. And yeah, 6 months before he passed, he took me aside and told me I needed to lose weight. You know, I would be in heaven with a lot faster clip next to him than. Yeah, I did too, and I gained a lot of weight, and now it took me 4.5 years since he passed. But on March 24th, on my birthday, I went to a nutrition class. I saw a bariatric surgeon a month before that, and there's a bunch of steps you have to take before surgery, and I went to a nutrition class and I got the download for the app. I started logging my food. I started riding my bike again. I broke my leg riding my bike 3 years ago, so it's hard to get back on it, but I'm on it. And same for you, yeah. And that was March 24th. I started, and it's now April, whatever, April 17th. So not quite a month, and I'm down 25 pounds, 10% to my goal. So I'm happy about that. And so yeah, I drink lots of water and protein bars and shit. But but yeah, I'm working it. I'm working the weight management plan best I can. Yeah, I'm happy. I mean, I'm down a size, which is really cool. But it's you know, I remember him telling me I was pre-diabetic, and I had gone on a trip with my brother. My brother ratted me out when he got back, and my father's like, "You're diabetic." I'm like, "I'm not diabetic. I'm pre-diabetic." It was the funniest conversation. You just shut up and listen to me. And I'm like, "No, I'm not going to shut up and listen to you. I'm not a kid anymore." um, here's my goal. Okay, I see a nutritionist next week. The nutrition doctor for the first time. I was in a class. I have to take 10 more classes, a whole bunch more classes, 6 to 8 months. My minimum weight I had to be at in order to have surgery I've already met. So I am, well, I'm a songwriter, so I don't know. I write songs. I don't know if I call them folk. I don't know if I call them, I don't know what you call it. I write songs. I write ballads. I write what I feel. And as far as my influences, which I think is what you're asking me, some folk music is my influence, but as a kid, my influence was really the British Invasion, the Beatles, the Dave Clark Five, and then in the '70s, I was a big fan of Elton John, and then I Pink Floyd and Yes and Renaissance, all these progressive rock bands. I became really involved, and Supertramp was one of my favorites. Saw them many times in concert, and saw Yes in concert several times. Saw Renaissance in concert, Al Stewart. Um, so all those influences are in my music. But then as I grew older, I became a real fan of the Indigo Girls, Alison Krauss, Emmylou Harris, along that line of music. And Sean Colvin is another one I really like. And I was influenced by their music. And then as my kids got older, they started introducing me to music like Switchfoot and Mute Math. And I'm big fans of both those. And I still stay in progressive. I'm actually going to, next December, we're going to go see the Pineapple Thief down in San Diego. Pineapple Thief is like my totally favorite band. I just love the writer Bruce Sword, and they have the drummer from Porcupine Tree, and Gavin, and he is the most amazing drummer. So do I like folk music? It depends on the type, I guess. Yeah, my uncle was really into bluegrass when I was a kid, so he would play songs like "There's a rabbit in the log and I ain't got a dog. How will I get a mine on? I'll get me a prior and I'll just sit in his hair." I used to play that stuff. And he introduced me to Newgrass Revival and Passport, which was the more fusion band. He played the mandolin. He had a friend who played the fiddle, and it was fun to play with them. What I found is that I really couldn't play the music with them because just the way I was self-taught, but yeah, it was cool. I loved them for that. I'll tell you a story if you don't mind, because it's just the three of us here. So my uncle, God, I was young, and the Vietnam War was still in play. My son plays banjo really well too. He usually get a 5-string banjo. He does frailing is his style. I don't know if you know what frailing is. You probably do. He would have gotten on really well with them. Yes, he would have. So my uncle would have a friend who
was back and forth to Vietnam. He had a diplomatic bag, and he would bring back really, really like Thai sticks, like things that make you really high. And I was young and impressionable back then, and liked my marijuana. And one night we were at his house, and he pulled out these. I don't know what it was. God, it was something. And yeah, my son does have good taste, and he writes a lot of good music too. Um, but I think there's good taste in all music. I don't think it's just folk. I it's funny because when I was recording in the '90s, I had a girl named June Thomas come in, and she did a lot of piano and backing vocals, and her husband was a jazz drummer, and he wouldn't drum for me because he would only do jazz. And she was a jazz singer, but I got her to do it, and then I got this other guy who was a fiddle player, and I got him to play violin. I wanted violin in my songs, and so I got him to play violin. Randy Kramer, and he was like, "What are you making me do?" I was like, "Play violin." He's a violin player, and I had a cellist too that came in. It was great fun, but I was putting a more classical touch on it on the songs back then, and so I wanted that. But I have a song called Mirkwood that is very. You probably like it. I don't know if I remember if I can play it anymore, but I don't know. Not in this guitar. A different tuning.
Another setting, another time when men weren't all the same. Where the winds blew free and carelessly, and the rivers ran untamed. Where the
I don't know.
blew right through the sky, and Gandalf ruled the earth. And where men would fight with all their heart, for a man's word was his worth. And the elves of Mirkwood sang, sing, sing. Where is it? To me of wisdom, sing with me of love, dance with me of heroic deeds, and sail with me above.
No, it's called Mirkwood. It's actually I just put it up on SoundCloud. The actual original one I did. If you go to SoundCloud and you look up Mirkwood, I just put it up yesterday because I was listening to it. I went, I've never put this up. I should put it up. My daughter, who is now like, I don't know what age she is, she's 30, 29, I think. She was like 7 years old when we recorded it, and I had her do this part in the song. She goes, "And the elves of Mirkwood sing," and then we had to redo it many times, so it sounds like a little chorus. So that song has her in it when she was really young, and so that song always means something to me. Oh, Frailing's your style? Yes, my son. So he can frail. So Mirkwood is yeah, I had a lot of fun with that song. So if you go to SoundCloud, it's only on SoundCloud right now. But if you go to SoundCloud, I just put it up like yesterday. So because I was listening to it, I was like, I'm putting this up. Nobody hearted it or anything, but I love it. It doesn't matter. All right, so I got a song for you that you might like. That's more of a blues.
Tell you a story you might not know about where I grew up.
Hey,
Tell you a story you might not know about where I grew up. My childhood home, running through the backwoods, playing in the creek, pulling off leeches, pulling off ticks. Pennsylvania backwoods, calling me home. Cause I know every curve, and I can fly like hell on them old dirt roads. Trade my pickup for a cord of wood, where the wind's howling, fire's burning good. Leaves of color, tumble and fall. Bingo on Thursday at the fire hall. Pennsylvania backwoods, call me home, where I know every turn, and I'll fly like hell on them old goat roads. What
do we got in Pennsylvania?
We got the tree frogs on our mating call, rattlesnakes, copperheads, and waterfalls. Philly to the south, Pittsburgh's west, farms and backwoods make up the west. We got old cemeteries at the end of the lane. When we get real high, we read all the graves. And Deerhead is where the jazz is hot. Delaware River's in your parking lot. Pennsylvania backwoods, calling me home, 'cause I know a return. And I love to drive hard on them old dirt roads. Alright, yeah. Water snakes hide in the fishing hole. We chase them out with the fishing poles. Hobos camp down the railroad track. Hope they don't see where we ain't coming back. Let me see. That's right. Empty homes from the housing crash. Half the New Yorkers, they won't move back. But Pennsylvania friendship's good for life. Just keep your dirty hands off the second wife. Pennsylvania backwoods, call me home, 'cause I know I return. And I'll fly like hell on them old good roads. Cheesesteaks from pig, cream chip beef. We even got scrapple, no one will eat. We got sausage sandwiches with no red sauce. And if you haven't tried Wawa, that's your loss. I've been to Kentucky and I'd move back, but the fucked up colors on the family track. I love you, mama, but I won't be home to clean up the shit that's not my own. Pennsylvania backwoods, where I watched my kids grow. And now they fly too fast. They run like hell down them old good roads. Yeah, Pennsylvania backwoods road. It's Pennsylvania backwoods road. Pennsylvania backwoods road.
There you go, Pennsylvania backwoods. Everything in that story is true. And everybody's gone. It's a zero. Chased you all out with that song. Well, it's getting late and I have to go to bed too, so it was fun to chat. I may not. I may not end up. I may end up. I really. I don't want it, so I'm gonna lose the weight. I'm gonna pretend I want it, but it's gonna take 6 to 8 months to go through all the hoops I got to jump through. By then, at the rate that I'm going, I'll be 30 pounds when I go see her next week. So I got a long way to go. I'm at 10%. So if you can figure that out, you can figure out, my ideal weight's like 190. Should be 175. It's 190. So I got a long way to go. But I ride my bike every day. It's not windy. I'm in the desert and we have a lot of wind. But on non-windy days, I ride. And there's something called Silver Sneakers that I joined that I can go to a local gym. So I'm going to check that out next week and see what that is and work out. I log everything. I log all my food and I log my calories and I log my carbs and my fats and my proteins. It's interesting though. You realize a lot of stuff that you like has too much sodium in it and too many carbs. Carbs are okay, but like some stuff is. It was really funny. A lot of the wife bought a whole bunch of these different types of energy bars. They're the worst. They have 3 grams of fat or of protein, and they got like 40 grams of carb in them. What the hell? Can't eat that. All right, one more song. I think if I could do one song he might like. Thinking what I want to play. I was watching a cartoon.
The coyote, he was falling to his doom. A giant anvil on his back, cloud of dust, then he came right back. There's no more man action, no more fan reaction. I can't play it in this tuning. I'm kind of limited. I know. I'll figure it out. Will you meet me on the path to the river? Tell me on the waterfall, where the girls are singing, the boys are swinging, the band keeps playing all night long. Will you meet me on the path to the river? Oh, I love that song, Alison Krauss. Yes. Will you meet me on the path? First time I heard it, I listened to it like 20 times. Like, I just kept playing it over and over and over again. Like, oh my God. That's how I feel about her. I also love Lorena McKenna. When I talk about folk influences, I love Lorena McKenna's music. Saw her twice. Saw her 2 days in a row, actually. We saw her in Philly, and then we bought tickets to see her at Madison Square Garden the next night in New York. I loved, actually, I can do one of her songs. I don't know if I can do it on this guitar. What do you think? Dante's Prayer. Oh, Mummer's Dance, that's a great one too. But I could do Dante's Prayer. I could do it, but not on this guitar. Let me see if I can pull it off. I haven't played it in a long time, but I will give it a shot. I don't know if I remember the words. I might have the lyrics here. It's kind of fun to do this. Lorena McKenna, let's see. That would be the good one, I think. There's the lyrics in here. I have a bunch of lyrics. Yes, here it is. All right. Now, I haven't played this in a long time, so I don't really remember the chords, but I'll try. I'll mess it up, but it's still worth trying. What do I do with that? Where'd it go? What do I do with the guitar thing? Put the guitar in. There we go. That was always. I think I need a cable. Yeah, fall guitar. I already know it. When the darkness fell before me, and all the paths were over, when all the priests had tried, said there was no way. I filled the sorrow, I filled the sorrows of stone. I did not believe that I could, that I could not see. That's the wrong chord. No, you came to me in the night. And when the dawn seemed forever lost, you showed me your love in the light of the stars. Cast your eyes on the ocean. This beat. I remember it. Cast your eyes. I don't remember it anymore. It's terrible. I have to like relearn it. Cast your eyes on the ocean, ocean. Cast your soul to the sea. When the dark night seems endless,
Yeah, I love Ryan McKenna, Bumper Stamps. That album is so great. This song might make you laugh. If I could hide beneath the wings of a bluebird as she sings, the 6 o'clock alarm horn would never ring, but it rings and I rise. It rings and I rise like the sleep out of my eyes. I haven't played these in like months. Cheer up, sleepy dream. Oh, one counted me to a daydream believer and a homecoming queen. Oh, I've been playing guitar and singing for years. I mean, it's not a big deal. Just recently, though, somebody wanted me to do some Neil Young songs, and that requires a harmonica. And so he was playing the guitar, and I was just doing the harmonica part. And I'm not really good at harmonica, but I could like do what he was doing, and so close to it. And that was fun. And then I went and got a brace for a harmonica so I could play it while I was playing guitar, and I found it to be nearly impossible to do. I just couldn't do it, you know. Here's a song I'm going to end with tonight. It's called Sometimes. You are the colors of my heart. You are my innocence, the place where I can start. The sound, the smell of you wraps around my soul. In love with you is all I'll ever know. Sometimes I feel this way, just the way you do. Sometimes I can fall in love with you. But all I ever needed was to look into your eyes. Sometimes I can love you more than all the world alive. Sometimes all the world's alive. Sometimes all the world's alive. The words you write, the songs I wanna play, and all the words I used to say that would drive your love away. Every moment should be golden in the light, like a memory of our yesterday. It always felt so right, and sometimes I can feel this way, just the way you do. Sometimes I can fall in love all the way with you, but all I ever needed was to look into your eyes. Sometimes I can love you more than all the worlds combined. Sometimes all the worlds combined, and sometimes all our worlds collide. 1,000 darkest nights could try to come between us. Never will it bleed us, never undone. You are the colors of my heart. You are my innocence, the place where I can start. And all I ever needed was to look into your eyes. Sometimes I can love you more than all the world alive. Sometimes I will fall for you. Sometimes I know you feel it too. And sometimes all the world is ours. Sometimes
That's called Sometimes. I wrote that for I was in the studio recording an album, and there was a girl that was coming in there. She was from South Dakota, and she was invited by a label. I think it was Atlantic. I don't know, but from a label to basically record in the studio a couple of songs and then go to New York and meet with an MTV designer and a bunch of other people and see if they could get her, on the path. But and her dad was spending a ton of money because they weren't paying for it. He was paying for it. He was a builder, and she was tapping him out, and and I remember I wrote this song for her to sing, and she had a beautiful voice. She did a beautiful job, and then we went to New York City to meet with the AR executive, me, the studio owner, and the producer of the song, and and we met, and we were at this iconic restaurant, and the building from it's the hotel. It's a restaurant, but it's the hotel in John Wick, and that's where we were. We were in the restaurant in that building, and I never forget it. It's such a strange building, and and the kid from the AR rep said to meet us there at 5, and we were there at 5, and we were waiting for him. He used to have dinner with us. We were waiting for him to come to have dinner. 6 o'clock, he's not there. 7 o'clock, he's not there. By 7:30, he finally shows up. 7:45, and we still haven't had dinner. And I've had about 4 glasses of wine, and he was young, and I was mad because I was like, sitting in the restaurant for 3.5 hours waiting for this rep, and he came in, and she didn't dress right. She was from the Midwest. So she had like a jeans jacket on and pants and a tee, and he's like, you don't look at it like anything special. I was like, wow, so you come in here and you're gonna start insulting people. You don't want to be anything special. There's 10,000 girls just in this city who want to be a star. She goes, and you show up to this dinner and you look like this, like you're a wallflower. We're all better dressed than you. He's so nasty. And then he turns to me and he says, who have you written for? I was like, nobody you know. I write for myself. I wrote for her. Why does that matter? He goes, well, I just want to know who'd you write for. And I go, I'm writing for her. And I was like, we waited here for 3.5 hours, and my guys in the studio has kicking me under the table, and I'm like, but I was tanked, half tanked, and I just like said, you have some nerve showing up here 3.5 hours late. Well, I had this, I had that. I don't know. You know what? We waited here this girl, she deserves your time. He goes, well, we don't write things on napkins anymore. We don't do deals like that. She's gonna have to do more time and more work. And her dad says, I'm not spending another cent. And that was the end of it. It just died right there. But I know she went back to South Dakota, and she was in a band, and she was singing this song for a long time. So I'm happy she had a song to sing. But that's how the record labels were back then. Yeah. Now they're really existing. Well, they're not. They're very powerful, but in legislation that restricts all the rest of us. Yeah. All right, I'm gonna go to bed. That was my last story. No, they're not very nice. I remember it was 1998 or 99, and I wrote this song called Tell Me Now, 1770, and I spent a lot of money, and I fully produced it. A guy, Gary Workham, fully produced it. Poppy, perfect. Great song. And Philadelphia had a music conference every year, so I signed up for the conference, but I signed up as a volunteer to help. I ended up emceeing at the Tin Angel, which is a great little club in Philly. It used to be, I don't know if it's still there. And there's 22 acts over 3 nights, and I was the MC, and I had a great time. I mean, it really did. But they had a CD. You paid to put your song on a CD, and then it went into everybody's bag. So everybody got all these gifts and stuff when they checked in, and one of them was this song. Mine was on with about 20 other songs, and I set up two things happened there. One, I set up an appointment with an A&R rep
to listen to the song. They had these things, listening sessions, and they would listen and give you advice. So I was probably 39 years old. And I go into the listening booth, and there's this girl here, and she's maybe 20. And she's actually an intern, college intern. That's who they had listening. And she listens to my song, and she goes, "Oh, this song is great. It could play in the Midwest. It could play in the South. It could play all over the country. It's a great song. Now go find a boy band to record it." I was like, "What? A boy band? What?" And I was so devastated by that, and I was so insulted. But at that conference, I was a monitor at one of the roundtable sessions. So these A&R execs are all in front of the room, and it's about 40 people in there, 50 people in there, and I'm at the back. And my only job is to basically signal when there's 5 minutes left for these guys. 5 minutes, take one more question. That was my job, and keep the doors closed. And this girl steps in next to me, and she stands next to me. And I look over at her, and she's taller than me because she had these really high heels on, and she had this spiked pink hair, and she had a pink leopard outfit on, and she had pink tights on. It was pink, and she was there because she was about to sign a record deal, her first record deal, and the A&R executive was at the round table, so she was waiting for him to end. So she asked me, and everybody was looking at her because she looked like a rock star. She just did. She goes, "How long is this going to take?" I go, "It's like 5 more minutes." I give him a single, and then she goes, "Can you give him a single now?" And I'm like, "No, I have to wait." She goes, "Darn." And then he saw her, and then he said, "Excuse me, I have to leave." And he got up, and then he came back, and then he took her, and a year later, I saw her first video, and I was like, and there she is. There's Pink. I never forgot it because it was just she stood out like a sore thumb. She didn't look like anybody else at that conference. She looked like a rock star. She knew, and comparing to the girl who wore the jeans jacket, she knew what she was doing. She was from Philly. It was a Philly conference, so it was cool. Anyway, that's my whole story about Pink. And she'll never remember me. She'll never remember that she talked to me because I was just the guy standing there, just a monitor. But I didn't forget that. I was like, wow. And then she wanted to be a big star. But she already was. I think that's part of it. You have to kind of live it if you want that. You really do. You have to. And not many people make it, but they knew she had talent. That's my story of the Philadelphia Music Conference. But I also emceed and some really great acts. They were really good. I followed a lot of them for years. All right, good night. One song and then we're done. We're going to do My Native Warrior for my wife, just to say goodnight. What am I doing? Where you go? Yeah, it was Pink. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. But the thing was, when you first saw her, I mean, she had these like 9-inch heels. I mean, they were tall. And she's not that tall, and she was taller than me. And then she had her hair flamed out in pink and like really like wicked looking. It was very the beginning of her career, and I mean, everybody kept turning around and looking at her because she looked like a rock star. Anyway, I'm gonna call it a night. Thank you, Elizabeth from Texas. Metal Pig, like that. Look up Fire Rooster. It'll make you laugh. Look up Water Rabbit. It'll make you laugh. Hearts to you too. Have a great night. I'm off. I'm headed out. Time for bed.